Welcome to Author Toolset Tuesday with a quote from William Strong, who said, "The only time you don't fail is the last time you try anything, and it works." I can speak from, sadly, far too much experience on that. The last time, it finally worked. But that's the point of persistence, isn't it? To keep going, no matter how many times you fail, until you succeed. Just pick yourself up one more time. That is the pathway to success in pretty much any endeavor in life. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower nonfiction authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. Because when you take your dream and you transform it into your reality, guess what? You get to help other people transform their dream into their reality as well. You get to be fulfilled. You get to stand on that mountaintop and scream, "Yes! I did it." Of course you did it, because you persisted. And that is the beautiful premise I want to speak with you about today, is just persisting. It seems like such a simple thing, and yet so many people don't seem to get it. I don't know. So every single day, I'm here at 3 o'clock Pacific sharing inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for you, no matter where you are in your writing journey. I do this because I was called to do it. It just was put on my heart to do this every single day, so I do. And it's not without its challenges, one of which is just the way my brain works. I need to have structure to each video so that it makes sense, so I don't go wandering off. I did a version of this 2-minute challenge a couple of years back, and all I started with was a quote written on an index card, and that was it. And I just rambled off the cuff from there. They were not the most focused, most polished videos. They were more, they weren't useless. They had use to them. There was some powerful messages there. But structure provides something that, at least for me, speaking off the cuff doesn't deliver. I need to have some sort of notes and structure in place. And so I use a PowerPoint slide deck to make that happen for myself. And it also helps me look a little more professional. It helps keep me on track, helps make me do a better video product than where I'm just standing in a field with an index card in my hand, rambling like a crazy person like I did for couple hundred videos. It was fun. I learned a lot, and it served its purpose. But to get back to the point of this persistence thing we're talking about today, I use a slide deck in every single one of these videos because it helps keep me on track. And it also serves another far more important purpose, is when I use different images, it helps you focus your mind on the message that I'm delivering. So the challenge, of course, is that creating a new slide deck for every single day is time consuming. If you've ever built a slide deck, even a small one like this, creating a whole bunch of them just takes a lot of time. So I have a background in computer programming, and I knew it was possible to create a program using the programming language I prefer, to build a program that would take all the images that I've created, create a PowerPoint presentation template that contains the correct day number, the correct slide for the correct day number, the right number of slides, all that kind of stuff, building a template that is specific for a single day. I knew it was possible, but I'd put off doing this for probably a solid 3 or 4 months, because it was going to take time to do it. I didn't feel like spending the time to do it. But a series of events transpired, whatever you prefer. They kind of put my back up against a wall, and I simply needed to figure out a faster, better way of doing this. Because I generate this 2-minute challenge sequence. I generate 105 images at a block. It equals 15 weeks. So I run this in a 15-week cycle. And so that's 105 different presentations, and creating each one of those by hand. Just the starting point, the template, is just time consuming. And there's, as the old saying goes, there's got to be a better way. Well, it turns out there was. And persistence played a huge part in making this happen. So I started working on this. I used a bunch of different skill sets that I've got. I went online. I learned everything I could about how to start building a PowerPoint presentation with code. The first 2 days were incredibly frustrating. Didn't matter what I tried. It was a colossal fail. It was like epic level failure. And the beauty of it being a computer programmer is that when you're dealing with writing computer code, 99% of your time is spent failing. You don't know that you've succeeded until you do that one more thing, and oh my goodness, it actually worked. Who knew? So you spend a lot of your time living in the land of, quote, failure. So persistence is an absolute requirement when you're building a computer program, because you simply have to keep trying. So because I've been down this road a bazillion times before, I knew that so long as I persisted, I would succeed. I didn't know if it would be today, whether it be tomorrow or the day after that, but I knew without a shadow of a doubt that so long as I persisted, success was guaranteed. I would eventually find a solution. So those first 2 days were just nightmares. I shouldn't say nightmares. They were simply days filled with unsuccessful attempts. It wasn't like Thomas Edison, 10,000 tries, 10,000 failures on his way to figuring out how to build a light bulb. I wasn't even remotely close to that, but it was still frustrating. But on day 3, I tried a different approach. And guess what? It worked. I was able to create a PowerPoint slide deck, save an image to it, and close it. And I was able to repeat that. And so then it was time to, once I could figure out how to create the presentation, open it, put an image into it, and then save it, I knew the rest of it was possible. It was just a matter of the modifying the code to cycle through the database of quotes and all that kind of stuff, finding the right images, all those good things. But once I could get the thing to open, put an image in, and close, I knew that I was on the road to success. So I persisted. It worked. Now with literally the click of a button and a cup of coffee while I wait for the computer to run for 12 or 13 minutes, I can take a database that contains the quote and a link, or sorry, the file name and the path to the file for each individual image that's used in these presentations. And I can punch the button and it will create 105 individually specific to a day number PowerPoint presentations. And then I can go in and write the script for the day and then add that in and fill out the rest of the slide deck. But the boring, time-consuming portion of it's done, all with a click of a button. So yeah, I generate 105 slide decks in about 12 minutes. So was that worth 3 days of my time, 2 days of frustration, a day of, woo, I found out how to make it work, and then fine-tuning that to make sure it did exactly what I needed? Was that worth 3 days of my time? Absolutely, as far as I'm concerned. Because not that building those individual slide decks took a humongous amount of time, but it's boring work. Oh my goodness, really boring. And I simply didn't want to do it. And thankfully, God blessed me with some skills in computer programming, and I was able to figure out how to make it fly. So that was fun. I loved it. But could I say that if I'd quit after those 2 frustrating days? No. Persistence guaranteed my success. I knew it was possible. It's like Roger Bannister running the 4-minute mile, sub 4-minute mile. First guy in history to do it. The day before he ran that, the whole world knew it was impossible for the human body to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Impossible. The whole world knew it. Day after, oh my goodness, the world discovered that, wow, this is possible. And within weeks, 2 other people ran a sub 4-minute mile. Over 1,800 people have done it since then because they knew it was possible. So writing and publishing a book is possible. You already know this. Are you willing to apply your persistence to make sure it happens for you? That's the question of the day. I'm using this example of building this PowerPoint program just to illustrate the point that persistence guaranteed my success. If I quit after day 2, I would still be building them by hand, and I'd be annoyed with myself, and I wouldn't be happy because the process, like I said, it's necessary but boring. But persistence guaranteed my success. And my point is that persistence will guarantee your success as well. Absolutely will guarantee your success. I would highly encourage you to apply the wisdom of Proverbs 24:16 to this. Stand up one more time, then you fall. Try again. Repeat. And keep picking yourself up one more time. Keep trying. Repeat. These so-called failures are simply the stepping stones to our success. The stepping stones on our journey to our published book. No matter how many times you fail, pick yourself up one more time. Just promise me that you'll do that. That's all I ask. And then simply do it. Show up every day. Do the things put in front of you to do, whether you feel like it or not. I talk about that a lot, whether you feel like it or not. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your published book is what matters. Your published book is what will change lives, not how you feel about writing in it today. Now, ideally, you want to approach those writing sessions with joy and compassion and gratitude and courage. And so long as you start, that will happen. I know that from my own experience as well. So just give it the shot. Grab onto your courage. Kick your fear in the butt. Tell it to get out of your face. You got better things to do than deal with it. And then simply persist. Keep trying one more time until you succeed. That's it. Success is really that simple. Just pick yourself up one more time, then you fall. Try again. With that, have a fantastic rest of your day. I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.